Facer, Education Programs Manager, and you're here with me today for our Tales Under the Tree. This is our storytelling time that we do every weekend. We do it under the Ralph S. French Charitable Foundation Mighty Oak in the Mosaic Backyard Universe. And we have a story for March that is called At Home with the Gopher Tortoise, a story of a keystone species. Gopher tortoises are turtles that are native here to Southwest Florida, so they're very important for us to learn about. This particular story is written by Madeleine Dunphy, and it's illustrated by Michael Rothman. So let's get started. At Home with the Gopher Tortoise, the story of a keystone species. The gopher tortoise lives in longleaf pine and scrub oak forests of the southeastern United States. The area shaded in yellow on this map shows where the gopher tortoise lives. So if you can see that, Florida, most of that is yellow. We have Tampa Bay right here. The museum is located right underneath that. So we do have gopher tortoises that would live here. Don't reach down that hole. You never know what you might find. There could be skunks, birds, frogs, snakes, or any number of other creatures. You might even find the animal that dug the hole, the gopher tortoise. With its wrinkled, prehistoric-looking face and chocolate brown patterned shell, the gopher tortoise is very important to many creatures. Why? Because more than 360 different kinds of animals live in its burrows. The gopher tortoise digs burrows to survive, and in the process helps other animals. Burrows protect the tortoise and other creatures from the heat of the summer, the cold of the winter, and forest fires. Some animals use the burrow to find food. Others use it as a safe haven to raise their babies. The gopher tortoise is called a keystone species because so many animals depend upon it for survival. You can see its burrow here and all the different tunnels it creates, and a lot of different animals that would go in and live with it. So let's learn more about them. On a balmy night, the skunk uses the burrow for both shelter and hunting. The skunk eats mice, lizards, frogs, and other creatures. Since the burrow can be as long as a school bus, about 9 to 12 meters, some of these prey animals might even be in the same burrow as the skunk. They find hiding places in the tunnels and passages that twist around roots and rocks. But sometimes even a great hiding place isn't good enough. One of the skunk's prey, the Florida mouse, digs a tunnel off the main route of the burrow. She builds a nest out of dried oak leaves, pine needles, and grass stems. With seeds, acorns, and nuts nearby to eat, this secret nest is an excellent place to raise her babies. The burrowing owl is another animal that uses the burrow for nesting. Standing guard on its long, lanky legs, the male owl calls hoo, hoo, near the entrance of the burrow. Inside the burrow, the female incubates their eggs, while the male brings her food and protects their nest from predators. Lots of buzzing and fluttering insects are drawn to the cool dampness of the burrow, and the gopher frog is one of the animals that hunts them. The frog squats at the entrance, patiently waiting. Splat! The stocky black-spotted frog snares a bug with its lightning-fast tongue. Some birds, such as warblers, catch insects as they fly out of their burrow on sunny winter days. From deep within the darkness comes the scuttling of whip scorpions, spiders, crickets, beetles, and other creepy crawlers. During the scorching summer and chilly winter, the indigo snake slides into the gopher tortoise burrow where the temperature is comfortable. Slithering in and out of the burrow, this glistening blue-black snake searches for small mammals, lizards, birds, frogs, toads, and other food. On a sizzling summer day, a bobcat nestles into the burrow to take refuge from the blazing sun. The cool temperatures inside make it a pleasant place for a cat nap. The bobcat curls into a ball and snoozes until evening arrives. A sparrow flees into the burrow to escape a ravenous red-tailed hawk. Dappled feathered bobwhites huddle together inside to keep warm on cold nights. A lightning storm starts a fire in the longleaf pine forest, and animals run for their lives. Smelling smoke, a rabbit zigzags across the landscape and dives into the safety of the burrow. A lizard scurries down the same burrow as fire nears. Even the burrow's front yard is important to some life forms. The loose soil created by the tortoise's digging is perfect for growing plants, like the scrub mint, which fills the air with a refreshing scent. The mole skink, a type of lizard, also likes this spot. It slithers through the sandy soil as it searches for something to eat. This humble animal, the gopher tortoise, is at the center of the web of life for so many creatures. Although it may not know it, the tortoise builds homes for spiders, crickets, beetles, flies, frogs, snakes, mice, rabbits, birds, skunks, bobcats, and many others. A whole community of creatures depends upon the gopher tortoise, a keystone species for survival. The end. Thank you for joining us today for our Tales Under the Tree. At the end of our book, we like to have a craft or a song or something that we can do. And right now we thought it'd be fun if you could do something in your home. So if you have boxes or pillows or blankets, you can make your own gopher tortoise burrow. Now their burrows are up to 40 feet long in the ground. They're very, very big burrows. We don't expect you to make one quite that size, but see what you can do. Make your own burrow, and then you can take your own stuffed animal friends and invite them into your space. Thank you for joining us.